Check. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the crypto lifers, baby. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream and calling yourself crypto lifers. I love each and every one of you, baby. Yeah. Let's get it in for Bitcoin. You know what we're about to do. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Bang. Thank you so much for each and every one of you tuning on in to the Crypto Lifer Show. I greatly appreciate you sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. What a great night we have stored for you. So much coming at you, so much planned. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor or do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Bam. Shout out to each and every one of you, though. We love you more than you would ever know. Could Tone go for it again? You never know. Maybe not. In a bit of a flag here on the 1 hour time frame, I'm looking at Tone. I'm personally like this coin. I've jumped into Tone for a little bit, so I'm personally in the Tone. I like to disclose that information. I like Tone. I believe it could do numbers. I want to start building a little bit of a position. Did a huge bump here, came back down for a nice support zone. Could bump again. Daily is a little high for me. You see what I'm saying? But I'm looking for a quick little pump. If not, I will limp on out. What I like about it is I can limp in with a very, very easy stop loss. And that's what I like about Tone. So, Mana did fall to the downside. Nice short all the way right here to the target. Bang. Shout out to Andrew Simone. Put this out in the trading group. I drew it immediately. Was like, could this fall to the downside, man? Maybe he's got something here. Nailed it, Andrew, to the exact target. Congratulations. I know you trade heavy and hard, so congratulations, man. That would have been a fat trade to the upside. And then right back up, though, interesting enough. We're going to break down Bitcoin. That's what you see on a Sunday night. That's what happens. Big gains for PHNX, Phoenix Dow. If you were looking at this, Phoenix Dow, it's actually getting tighter in the channel again. I was just looking at this, just drawing it. Not saying it's going to happen. I just started looking at it. I was like, it's consolidating. The 1 hour is getting awfully oversold. It's touching the 21-day moving average. Just interesting. But we put this thing out in this falling wedge. This thing would, and then this here, and then I saw it in this ascending triangle. And this thing is up huge. Absolutely huge. 44%, even a little, actually way more if you hit it all the way to the wick. 72 in total, still holding a 40% gain. Phoenix Dow. May want to get to know this project, Phoenix Dow. A mosquito must have got me when I went out there. Sorry. And I thought we were done with these mosquitoes. Anyway, let's get into the elephante in the room. The elefante in the room. Mr. Vitte. Let's take a look at that beautiful. I mean, one of the best we've ever had. Let's talk about it. It's been a while, too. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Could have went longer. I didn't want to push it. I don't want to pass out tonight. I'm getting older, this thing's getting harder to do. I was a young buck when I started that. I'm going to be 40. Can't do it anymore. No, I can't. But shout out to everybody here for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. And we're going to talk about it rejected by the 21-day moving average. That's not bad, though. That's how it all begins. That's how you get above the other ones. That's how it stats. For stat is there, kid. That's how it stats out. Let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Let's talk about this candle. All right? I just want to look at Bitcoin in the weekly. That's all we want to look at for a couple minutes. Today, we give Bitcoin its space, its time. So Bitcoin opened at $19,572.20 on the week. All right? The high was $21,080. The low is $19,159. And we would close at $20,630.68. We would go up $1,058.24, up 5% on the week. Not too shabby. A 5% weekly candle for Bitcoin as we end the week. What a beautiful Bitcoin weekly candle it is. Massive candle, you know, a little bit of indecision. We have some buy pressure to the upside. We have some sell pressure to the downside. However, all I wanted for Christmas was my tooth front teeth. All I wanted was to get a weekly candle to close above 19,300. I said, can we just start slow and easy? Now we're going to have to get a candle to close above this area here, 20,500, which we did, which was unbelievable. This is our next weekly support zone, and we're back above it. If this weekly candle can just stay above it for the next week, I'm good. So I just want this weekly candle to close above this line. This is my new, my new little mini wish list, and then we can get above this resistance. And then we can be on our way up here. We don't have to get up there yet. Let's just see if we can close a weekly candle, and we don't even have to break resistance yet. Just close a weekly candle above 20,500 at the end of this week. I'll be a happy camper. Let's take it one step at a time. So that's just the weekly. Let's give ourselves a hand. You know what I mean? Nice job, everybody. We got through the week. It was unbelievable. And, let's just see. Let's take us through, what went on in the week, And I thought it was interesting. We could just look at the gains, because the gains can kind of tell us what coins were hot, what went on, what we saw, what we didn't see, and so on and so forth, right? So today is the 30th. So we'll start the gains from the first calls on the 22nd. All right, somewhere around here. And let's see how many calls we made in 1 week in the trading group. It looks a bit absurd. It was a hot week, I'll be honest. I worked very hard this week. It was out of control. So we will see. All right. So some came from the 20. Okay, so this one we got into on the 13th of September, but it took all the way for a month. But the Gala short pumped for 200% gain. This was last weekend, and it was a 219% gain in total. It was Doge Chain. That was unbelievable. Eventually, it would go up 700%. It was unbelievable. NMW, 38.5%, right? That was Morpheus Labs, which we had been stocking, but that would break out just in 2 days from the 22nd to the 24th. I think we could even go further back and let's see. I'm missing. Yeah, see, this was the 20th. SRK, 9% there. This is the Axie short on the 18th, right? That boomed on the 21st. So we won't go back to the 18th, but all right, that's good enough. That's a good overlap. Likes, we put this double bottom, right, on October 6th, but the 24th, it would start to get busy even earlier than that, but this was when it would get busy. ACQ, when we first played it, would go up for 47% when we first put it out on the live stream. Render was in a nice little move for 30%, 27. Dot short eventually played out for 30% gains and continued. XDB Digital Bits, the first time we looked at it, banged for 45% gains from the 23rd to the 24th. Axie short was in a beautiful flag, would go up for 112%. I mean, that's insane. The 18th to the 24th. The 24th here to the 25th was the AI, which was a matter call. ONSTON, remember, tight. Eventually would pop for 58%. ABBC, remember, it was tight. Revisiting the golden pocket, would pump for 28. I think it's still going, actually. Accurate call for Bitcoin on the 24th. Went to bed that night. The next morning, bang. Swing B was in a beautiful ascending triangle, 16%. Likes just continued to go up, but in total was 113%. ABBC continued to go up, 36%. Another accurate call for Bitcoin. ZCX was in the flag, broke out of the flag, made another flag, and would continue out of that one. Doge we put out would pump, and this one was just a monster if you stayed with it. Hydra, beautiful call to the upside, no stop loss got hit. Monza Delarnia was in a flag, would pop. That was just at night at 7 o'clock, and the next morning you'd be in some gains. Tone, beautiful trade for Tone, 45%. Who could have forgot Tone? Never hit the stop loss. GMT was in a flag, would pop for 10.85, and actually would go up for more. DC, right? This is Doge Chain, another 58% gains out of this flag. We talked about it coming down, bouncing. It came down, it bounced. It did exactly that with the alert system. Beautiful. And then my Elite Wall banged on them for 14. Likes for another out of a flag for 32. Clayton for 43. Lit for 13. Tone again for 59. I mean, in total, that's how much it went up. Anakin was in that beautiful triangle tight move, 31% for Anakin. Balancer was in a tight flag, would go up for 17. Injective was in that beautiful ascending triangle for 17. And accurate call for Bitcoin. High punks hit by my man Dave Kendall. Who could have forgot yesterday morning with this beautiful Dogecoin call at 8 in the morning? Would pump for 8.5%, 85%, unbelievable. Another flag, it would go up last night for 17. I would take that call and make gains. HAPI would continue to move since when we put it out. CTC was in a tight channel, and that's actually continuing. An accurate call for Bitcoin. I put a tight candle for Frac Share. If you remember, did never hit the stop loss, 21%. Injective would continue to go up today for 29. Phoenix Dow would go up 20, but continue. All right. Anakin, I had it in another flag. This would go up another 17 out of that flag. Huobi token, 19% out of the flag. Vited hit. ABBC hit for him. Ferrum hit. CTC would continue today for 49. Phoenix Dow would continue today. Waves, 12% out the flag I posted last night. Anakin banged again for 19. Sand, I called the bottom for Sand. I said, I believe this is the bottom, up 30%. Doge 3L again last night at the end of the night. Again, I mean, someone else put it out. So just his same call, just giving him that credit. But bang, 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 unbelievable, all in a week. So anyway, I usually don't do that, but it's the weekly close. So I like to kind of close it up and go over the weekly close and see what goes on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 386 people on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And yeah, thank you for everyone that helped me run the trading group. Thank you to everyone that jumped into the trading group. Thank you for all the beautiful people that are in the trading group. We appreciate you, and we love you. And so let's deep dive into BTC and show you what I see happening for the night. And if you watched my live stream update this morning and saw what I was talking about for Bitcoin, and I believe, we were either going down or sideways, right? I said down or sideways is the call. Bitcoin acting, silly here. Not able to get above resistance, a rounded top, looking more like a Bart Simpson here that's going to dump to the downside yet again. It's a giant M pattern, right? And we already talked about the idea of where we're going to go with the VRVP and everything, right? We've laid it out. So if you make your M pattern and you finish it off the way it's supposed to be, you swing this over here to the right. This is where the M would fall. I mean, you would fall maybe even past this. Yeah, you could fall even past this measured move, but definitely to this point of control, 19,100. I couldn't stand being there. We hit it so many times. It was the most annoying thing in the world. However, the 1 hour has been getting pinned and acting funky. Can't really use the 1 hour recently. I've been using smaller time frames to circumvent the 1 hour and just letting the bigger time frames pin it. At the end of the day, what I see is like a complex head and shoulder. You know what I mean? And what you can do for this is you can use the path, because the other one only lets you use a few shoulders. But to me, you got a complex head and shoulder here. You flip it upside down, it's a complex inverted head and shoulder. Complex head and shoulder, breaks to the downside. So I'm seeing bearish tones. You also broke below the point of control. When you broke a point of control, you head usually all the way down to here. So if you watch my live stream this morning, I proposed that a smart trader, or a trader that looked at it, would already start a short, right? Today, around that 20,007, 20,800 area, right? Whatever we got the highest point this afternoon, might even been like only $100 high. Keep the stop loss, right, at the circled zone above this area. I'm trying to see. Wait, hold up. I want to see one thing. All right, here we go. I was wondering what chart I used. Yeah, so keep the stop loss above this green line, right, and enter the short. Really, that was the idea, right? 4 hour, though, got pinned, and interesting enough, look how the 4 hour came all the way back down. That's pretty interesting. Look at this. 4 hour has now come back down and stayed inside the pattern. The pattern stayed whole, which is quite interesting to me, right? So, and this is why it's a volatile Sunday night into Monday. So look, I'm going to stick on Yabby. He's all over the place. I am over the place. But look, I mean, you could still see it, and you could still see this as a viable call. That's where we entered, but I bring it down a little bit, but you could still see this as a viable call. The pattern isn't broken yet. It's still an ascending triangle, right? That could make a move to the upside. Looking at it very, very closely. Looking at it very, very closely to the upside. Now I see an ascending triangle inside of it, and I'm showing you that these break to the downside, back to their beginnings, right? I mean, a rising wedge. The rising wedge right in here, inside of the ascending triangle, could break back down to the beginning. I'm going to remove it for now, but I just want to let you know I see that. And then I also want you to see that giant inverted head and shoulder that we talked about as well. Inside of here on the 15. All right. So right now, you have to play local support or resistance. You couldn't get above 20,000, 21K. Like 21K is going to be your resistance, right? These two areas. Couldn't get above it. And then you displayed an area that you can't get above too as well here at about 20,700. And so 20,007, 20,007 to 20,008 area is a range that you're having issues with. Bitcoin must get back above there to remain bullish. If the bulls can't push us back above that zone, we must expect more downside. All right. So we're going to look for some anomalies, some different things like some hidden bullish or some things of that nature. If you look at it here, you do see swing up to swing up, which is an uptrend. This swing to this swing is a slight uptrend. It's kind of like a class C or, hidden bullish, but I'm not going to let it pass for now. The 4-hour slightly too, because that's way sharper of an uptrend, but it's, I'm not going to, it's like a little bit of a push for now. It could open up. So I'm going to get rid of this here. So we're watching this flag. That's what it is for BTC. And we lost, a prime level. And if we lose this level here, 20,293, we're likely to drop possibly all the way back down to 19,100. It's just based on this high volume node and where there's just not a lot of liquidity. Even though we may have bounced here, there's just not a lot of liquidity here, and we could easily fall back to this area. Okay? So we are setting up for a possible dump. And as I said before, like, it wouldn't be the dumbest thing to open up a trade earlier, keep the stop loss above the zone here, right? Like right up above here. And, if we just go sideways and we begin to come up, you just close the short. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we dump, you have the short covered, you go to sleep at night, you're covered in the short. You know what I mean? So to me, that's like the proper way to trade this. Sideways, and for the most part, I believe we were going sideways. What is this measured move? It's the length of this pole here. You can actually extend it a little bit, and give it a little more uptrend there. So it's all about this point of control in the 4-hour time frame. Can we get back above it? I mean, I see lack of bearish momentum. Like the last MACD really didn't give you a lot, and this MACD doesn't show like we're getting a huge bearish move. Shows lack of bearish momentum. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a big move to the upside for Bitcoin coming into tomorrow. And I'm going to show you some signs why I believe that could be happening around the market. So let's take a look at the dollar index, shall we? Let's jump on into the DXY. Is the DXY beat? I mean, look, it looks pretty beat to me. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. It's roofed and about to dump to the downside. Yeah, maybe it has one more little but this thing looks like it's cooked and ready to go. Keeps hitting lower lows, keeps dropping to the downside. I see the dollar index dumping hard, all right? Finally, its day is coming, all right? Its day is coming. Look. I was going to just do it all fresh again. Why not? You know what I mean? Have some fun with it with y'all tonight. So check it out. Rising wedge that we were screaming has to break to the downside. Can't go forever, right? You say, okay, were we still in the wedge? I hope not, right? Some could say, yeah, it's interesting. I'm just being open-minded too now. I saw this though. Let's go. Okay. And I was hoping that we would make an M and fall to the downside, which we did. All right. And then we started our support of resistance lines and we lost 114. We tried to get back up. We lost 113. All right. If you remember me and Forrest talking when I was in Las Vegas, and even he was like, I mean, it's highly likely that we could get back above the 114 area. I mean, it's going to be a lot of resistance for the dollar. Once I saw that, I saw we were making this downward trending falling wedge here, which can be a flag. I get it. But right now, we're at a resistance point. We fell and we hit another resistance. And so you want to see the dollar hit this and continue to the downside. And when you take a look at it, is it a rising wedge again? Rising wedges break down the length of that pole, and that's looking bearish to me for a continuation pattern to the downside. Now, anything could happen. We come down and double bottom here. Like, that's what, some dollar supporter would want to see. We don't want to see that. That would be bad for Bitcoin. So we're looking for a rollover here. We don't want to see the dollar start closing candles in the daily of the 4-hour above 110.91. We want to see this kind of begin to mill over and fall to the downside. Dollar index. So right now, if you take the 4 hour looks like it's going to get a dump on the dollar and a pump for Bitcoin. So even though Bitcoin's looking a little weak right now, looks like the dollar did hit its peak, which the rhyme. Bitcoin weak, but did the dollar peak? Episode 653. Hey, I put a lot into those rhymes. All right? I'm up all night writing those rhymes. For your viewing pleasure, making sure our titles aren't just random old funny, making sure we're giving you some credit, giving you something funny there, So, this is the dollar index looking horrible. 1 hour time frame wants to bounce, but let's hope it just goes Sid's way. That's an M pattern right there. 15-minute is spent. 15-minute wants to complete the job and end it. So let's get rid of my scribble, my crazy scribbles. And so here, if we even bring this down here, you can see, look, resistance. Let's get a move. Like, I would love to see this fall to the downside completely. And right now, it looks like the 15-minute wants to roll over for the dollar. And if that rolls over tonight, I mean, that's going to start the downtrend. The 1 hour will be its last little pump up, but then the 4 hour can continue. So let's see. I'd like to see this begin. I'd like to see, we go to 110.60, 110.54. That'll be a good sign for Bitcoin. So if you're trading tonight, if you're watching the markets and you're interested, if you're watching that dollar index and looking for it to go below 110.50 and continue to the downside, that's something that I would be looking at very, very closely. Check me out, CryptoLifer.com, baby, CryptoLifer.com, CryptoLifer.com. You can join the Discord right here. Join today. For all the discounts, check them out at CryptoLifer.com. Read it, all about it. We greatly appreciate it. CryptoLifer.com, baby. We're your place to be, all right? Jump on in there today and check out the site, CryptoLifer.com. Shout out to Andrew Simone in the trading group calling a short for Mana, and he absolutely nailed it. He absolutely nailed it before it even happened. He saw it like it had eyes. The guy was locked and loaded, and you meet people like that in my trading group that are just spot on, baby, spot on. You know what I mean? I'm looking for his setup right now. He was just so spot on. Unbelievable. Nice job, brother. If you're out there, appreciate you. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Shout out to Crypto Life Changer. Shout out to every moderator that shows up every single day to the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Davey Kendall, my man. Shout out to David. I love you, David. Smash that like button, please, and show support for the best DA channel on all of YouTube. Thank you for the love, man. Shout out to Bartholomew J. Smurvington. Where did you come from, my man? Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We love you all. We love you all. Unbelievable. Okay. 440 people, 230 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Even Luna C got the pump eventually. Look, even Luna C got the pump eventually. Unreal, right? Like, you name it, it pumped. And we're going to take a look at the alts. We're going to have fun in a second with my little special list. And we're going to see what's jiving and jumping tonight. Doge 3L looks like it's trying to come back from the dead here, which is hilarious for a little bit of a pump. Gala coming back from the dead a little bit after a huge move. Epic had a beautiful move to the upside. Actually continued to go out the flag. Epic Prime, Litentry. They came for the stops and then pumped this thing to the upside. E3L moving a little bit. And let's take a look at that 4-hour time frame. NGL. HAPI. That coin just continues. Like, it just, look at this. On a complete tear now, up 185% since we started looking at it at the bottom here for HAPI. Unbelievable move for HAPI. Doge Chain. I was looking at it today. I was like, could Doge Chain go up? And it had some hidden bullish telling me that it could. And look, it kind of did. I mean, it went up 33% from where I was looking at it, which is insanity. I was checking it out on that 7-minute. I was like, could this bounce? And I drew this hidden bullish divergence. I mean, you had swing up to swing up, but swing down on the RSI. I mean, that told me that something was going to happen, and it did, it did go up. Kind of crazy. Now you can almost look at it differently, like such. I'm just an open-minded guy looking at things open-mindedly, you know. It's a descending triangle, but they're 50-50. you know? It's more about the 4-hour to me. It looks like it could reset, and you never know. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing a move here, but I'm just showing you this is Doge chain. If Doge does pump into Monday morning action, because look, a lot of people didn't get in. VCs, venture capitalists, people that weren't at their desks, they're going to open up and they're like, man, I'm going to jump on in, fire up that trading software and start to trade. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just something on the radar for me to think about. Doge chain. And if Doge pumps again, Doge chain is a great way to take advantage of the market. Who watched my video earlier this morning talking about all the different little ways that Doge pumps and all the things that follow Doge? Doge Elon Mars. You know, it's interesting. Doge 3L, Doge Elon Mars, Doge chain. I mean, 4 ways to make money off of Doge. I think it's a pretty interesting video. I would click on that if I saw that and I didn't know. 4 ways to make money off of Doge. What does he mean? And then I learned about those different coins. I'd be pretty hyped. I bet this guy, spot on. Let me find out some more information from this man, because he seems to know what he's talking about, man, over here. What he's talking about over here. What he's talking about. Okay, so what am I thinking is going down for BTC? I'm going to make my last kind of real ideal call here. So I'm still bearish because I'm a support and resistance guy, and when I keep losing resistance areas and support, I have to be bearish. Like, it would have been nice if we moved up here, stayed in a flag here, and begin to pump, or if we pumped up here, stayed in a flag here, then we would have been above the resistance. But we made 2 resistance calls here. That's a double top, hands down. Then you have tweezer tops here on the 4-hour time frame. You did start to dump, and I did call that we were going to dump from here, right, on the Coinbase chart, which I remember correctly. And, you know, I foreshadowed the idea that we would go back to the 21-day moving average, because if you learn from me and you take my course on Tuesday from 3 to 5 every single week, from 3 to 5 I teach class. If you ever want to jump into class, it's $99 if you're not in the trading group, $60 if you're in the trading group, and I teach it every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Add that extra half an hour Eastern time, whatever time that is. New York City, Beck, where is it in New York City? What time is it in my time? That's the time the class is. Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Jump on into that class today. I can't wait to see you there on Tuesday, and I will teach you everything I know. I'll break it down. You'll have a blast. I'll give you homework. I'll give you my 9-point checklist before I get into a trade, a PowerPoint, proper risk management, and more. Hey, don't get too excited. So, in my trading group, I talk about the 21-day and how price will have to come back to it, touch it, and it'll usually pump, and then they'll usually make a bit of a flag, and when the Stokes are high, we're eventually going to see the Stokes reset back to the downside. It just is what it is. So we have this idea that we were in this flag, and this flag would come back down, and so far, I mean, Bitcoin's doing what I suggested it would do, right? We take a look at the 22-hour, and the 22-hour still has a lot of room to come down. Had a shoulder head and a shoulder on it just forming. That could dump hard on you, right? The daily is high. The 3-day is high. The 4-day is getting pretty high. The 5-day, the weekly, you're seeing, even the 2-week is starting to make a bigger move, and you would have liked to see, I would have liked to see a little bit more of a move. But so far, I mean, it is pretty bullish. You have to give it that. It is pretty bullish on the 2-week chart. Look at the monthly. The monthly is a bullish engulfing. I mean, that's a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly chart. If we take away everything else and we just look at that, pretty interesting, right? When is and that's going to close tomorrow. It's going to be a bullish engulfing candle closing on the monthly. Tweezer bottoms in the monthly, showing signs of some severe support above the point of control too as well. And I'm telling you, if you look at Bitcoin's monthly, when it's this low, those are the bottoms for the, so I believe these are the best places to buy BTC. I bought my whole Bitcoin at $19,282. I'm still up over $1,000 on that Bitcoin buy. So I'm sticking to my mantra, sticking to my ideal, right? Without anyone in my ear telling me what to do, I'm sticking to it. Bigger time frames do say they want to reset, so we have to heed that, and we're not able to get above the resistance at 20,900, so it's not like the greatest thing in the world, all right? So, when I bring it back, though, 6-hour, 4-hour may get some legs, 2-hour, 1 hour, right? Showing signs of somewhat of a reversal to the upside. So, we watch this flag on the smaller time frames. Even though the bigger time frames don't look too good, I've seen smaller time frames do things you would not believe. And that's why we look at Bookmap every single day, and we have it locked and loaded right here. When we look at Bookmap, what is Bookmap? Link in the description below. Bookmap is amazing. We have Global Plus. These are the 2 awesome ways you could get it. And you won't get a discount better than through my link below the video. So check out Bookmap. I'm telling you right now, many times it's got us many situations where the oscillators would have been pinned, things would have been a little confusing, but just knowing where that liquidity is, knowing where the order book holds the orders would give you a little bit of insight into the markets. What are we looking at? Right now we're looking at amalgamated data from Bybit, OKX, and Binance Futures. And it's showing us where the most people are trying to buy and sell Bitcoin, specifically on leverage, right? So we're looking at the leverage traders who are trying to sell Bitcoin. We see a bunch of sells at 20,006. We buy orders at 20,005 and buy orders here at 20,450. Not a lot of buy orders any lower than 20K. We see some good support here that if we get down into these regions, we will see some buy up. We do see we're more likely to get dragged down than dragged up, though. There's a little more of liquidity there. Let's take a look at Binance Futures again, saying something similar. The heat map is how dark the heat is. And if you look right above my head here, it's nice and dark red, right? That dark red section is meaning there's just a lot of liquidity down there. We must be careful. We got to watch for that. That's an area we must look for. And what are these little areas? These are people getting liquidated. These are longs who went long and have now been stopped out of their long positions. That's 16,000, 8 positions, 11,000, 11 positions, 7,000, 3 positions, 3,000, 3 accounts, or three positions, 3 accounts. You know what I mean? But a position is an account in my mind, on the book. So looks like we are headed lower in here to 20,400 area. It looks like we're going to scoop down in there. There's just more liquidity down here than there is up there, but it's more sideways or to the downside, it looks like to me tonight, right? And I already went through this morning and talked about why I believe a short is the most highly likely thing to do. I mean, this is a giant M, right? Just play the probability the way it is. The M says that we are going to go to the downside. So without any other speculation, you don't have to think about anything else. The probability is that this will make an M, and the M will dump us to 19,100. And that is what it is. You don't fight the feeling, right? If anything happens besides that, be pleasantly surprised, okay? 1 hour suggests that it may not happen. So that's why I'm watching this flag for BTC. And that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, because I just might see a cup and handle that you don't. That might just change the game. So there's a chance we do get all the way up to the measured move of 21,600 and we break out of this. Also, Sunday night into Monday is a lot of times where a lot of people are shorting. They like to make it look like it's a nasty short, and they usually like to eat the shorts alive or vice versa. And lately, it's been short squeeze, short squeeze. I haven't seen as many. Honestly, I see way more short squeezes than long squeezes lately. More and more people keep shorting the market, and I don't, everyone just jumps in, and I guess the first thing they learn is that Bitcoin's going to 10K, and they're like, okay, let's do it. I don't know what it is. So everyone here on my channel, we see more short squeezes than long squeezes. Far more people are getting liquidated shorting the market than longing the market. I mean, they're getting liquidated either way, but we're just seeing massive short liquidations. Can everyone agree? Does everyone agree that we've been seeing more short liquidations than long liquidations recently? Yeah. Can you look at Phantom? Greetings from the Netherlands. May I bless you. I watched this morning, Bitcoin update. You were spot on again. Thank you, Lifer. Thank you, Sam. Crypto legend of TA. You're the man, God bless you. I want to take the class this week, but because I am in PS time, I would be at work the time of the class. If I pay for the class, can I watch the replay at a different time? Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com, and we will send you a copy of the class that you can watch at any single moment in time. Okay. Just got stopped out of my short. See? Anyway, so we're going to watch this flag. There is a 78% chance, a 68% chance this breaks to the upside because it's a falling wedge flag, and it is what it is. So let's see if the 1 hour can push the rally down. Right now, the 15-minute wants to dump you, and you do see a show. I mean, look, this is what I don't like. Shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. Looking like we may do this. Come down, liquidate everybody, come back into the pattern, go sideways, break out again. You know what I mean? So just be careful if you're shorting for this type of behavior. We could see something like this dump on the 15-minute, come back up. 1 hour continues to pump, right? So just be on your ready. If I had to make a call, I wouldn't trade. I don't trade Sunday night into Monday morning. Honestly, if you, and I can't be your financial advisor, I can't tell you what to do. You can hear me and I can tell you what I do. Because look, we cleaned up this weekend. There was gains on gains all over the place. Like just knowing that he was going to buy Twitter, all you had to do was start buying Doge on like a week ago on the 23rd, and like you would have made a boatload of money. Like it was, sorry, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So again, who knows? I'm not guaranteeing anyone would have made anything. You know what I mean? But the point of the story is that's what we do. We pay attention to the market. We can see where the money's flowing based on certain types of data. And that data was pretty strong that Doge was going to pump. Shiba Inu likes to follow Doge. There's a chance we do get a tail end pump on that, and we'll break that down for you as well. Even give you 4 other options for how to trade Doge for the next time. You should write all that down. So instead of being, oh, I missed it all, you didn't miss. You could just say, hey, I may not have jumped in, but now I know a lot more about how to trade the Doge ecosystem than I did before, right? And there is a Doge ecosystem to trade, okay? Just cleaning myself with some Labradorite, you know what I mean? Little cleanse. Little Labradorite cleanse there. Keep myself fresh, you know what I mean? This thing is beautiful, though. If you don't know, now you know. A Labradorite a day keeps the doctor away. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 496 people on the live, 279 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. It would be a blessing. You would help me reach so many more people and change the lives of many individuals throughout the world. So that's the goal. Where is everybody in the world from? Watch this. Watch this. Hey, everybody. Where are you from? I'm from Beantown, Boston, right? Where are you all from? Where's everybody from? Jump on in with me and tell me where you're from. He's from A-Rock. She's from Iraq. Wow, that's pretty cool. Chattanooga, Israel, Massachusetts, crazy baby, Singapore, Doge poppin', Colorado, Ireland, UK, Lake Tahoe, Holland, Pluto, Houston Rockets, Maryland, North Carolina, India, St. Petersburg, Florida, California, Straya mate, CA, Straya. Shout out from New Haven, Connecticut, San Diego, Ireland, my man. What's the word? Pakistan, Miss Hottie Toddy, downtown Detroit, Grenada, my man. Grenada, unbelievable. Freeport, Igma, Estonia, Spain, Jersey Shore, Brick, New York, Mississippi, Thomas, my man. Smackdown, Belgium, Star, Columbia, NYC, Denver, UK, CT, Ivory Coast, Glenville, North Carolina, Vancouver, Washington State. These people are hilarious. Philippines, Tel Aviv, Dullo Rouge, Texas, Mexico, Belgium, Afghanistan. Unbelievable. Cornwall, where are you watching from Afghanistan? Are you in where do you get the internet? A lot from the Netherlands. 33.3 of the watchers haven't liked the stream. Smash the likes. Pay the man. Toronto, Roma, Austin, Texas, Germany. By Toronto, New Jersey. Crypto Town, Australia, North Carolina, Vancouver, New York, Mars, Maine, Brazil, Omaha, Nebraska, Sin City, but I live in Wisconsin, baby. All the way from Las Vegas. We chilling in Dubai, man. Unreal, dude. Monstone, Canada, UT. Lifer is reaching, baby. Nashville, Tennessee, Sweden, Spain, Iowa from Tori, baby. Shout out to Tori, my man, the seller man. La Paz, Sam, common man, Afghanistan, has internet. Now, but my wife's mother's from there, and she has issues with her electricity sometimes. So, I mean, so I was asking, she talks to her like once a week. Oh, I realize we live in Hoover, ALA, London, Trump Tower. My man's in Trump Tower hanging out. Africa, Ivory, South Dakota, Miami, Southern New Hampshire, baby. From the moon, thanks to you, baby. Oh, I love that. This guy says, man, oh my God. Pleiades, shout out to Anku, Kutsi, Butsu, my man. And everybody here on the live. Italy. Is this live? How could it not be? That's funny. Or someone asked if this was live, and you were like, is this live? Shout out to India. Wow. Dallas, Texas. Wow, keeps coming in. That chat rate just exploded. 500 people on the live, 300 likes. Can I get the likes up to this beautiful group of people? How can we not like each other? Everybody's here. This show is not mine. This show is ours. So let's like the show together. Let's like what we created, right? Whenever you showed up, more people came, and you helped me create this beautiful show. So whoever helped me create this show, let's hit that like button. Let's show people how we did it. This is our show, all right? So we're watching Bitcoin on the 15-minute and seeing how bad it will dump. Right now, we do see a head and shoulder on the 15-minute. Right here, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, as I showed you before. and there's a chance that we break to the downside and we lose this area. Right here, we can say we're tighter, and we might just drop right here to the downside and make a W, and we'll drop right down to 20,000, like $20, right? And then, as I'm showing you, we're likely to fall all the way back down to the point of control at 19,100. This M will fall all the way back down. So we're ready for the short. And as I said before, it would be smart to have a short open. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but it'd be smart to have a short open with a stop loss above 21,109, 21,200 area, and let the good times roll. So, and if you get shorted out, you get shorted out. It's not that big of a deal, but if it plays out, you get a nice little move all the way back down to the point all the way down to this high volume node to 19,001. So, again, it might even just go sideways. You might not lose anything at all. So that's why I believe I like the trade personally. I like the setup of the trade. Okay. So, and again, someone could aggressively buy right now and go for the long. It is what, you got to go with how you would like to trade the scenario. I believe that there is a probability on the 1 hour time frame we could break to the upside, but we'll see. We will see. Right now, Bookmap says we will get dragged a little lower though as well. So there's my update for Bitcoin. 2 scenarios, how I'm playing the scenario, basically exactly what I'm looking at, and all the pieces of information that my brain could give you tonight that you may not have got. Like, I don't see you'll see this cup in hand on any other channel. I don't think you might have seen this pennant exactly the way it's drawn. I don't think you'll see the interaction talked about with the VRVP in the exact same manner, or the projection of the M with the measured move, how I'd play it short, how I'd play it long, the 2 different scenarios and the probabilities. I don't think you'll get it anywhere else. Actually, I know you won't get it anywhere else. So let's get back in for a second. Oh, sorry. Let me get back in. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's take a look at Anakin, ENQ, Anakin. But that's my Bitcoin idea for the night, baby. Can we CMB? It looks stronger than Bitcoin. Dude, Anakin just absolutely exploded to the upside. I put it out earlier today, and Anakin just absolutely went for it. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Anakin, up 31% again. We just hit another one. Baby. And people are like, how does he do it? Because I work tirelessly all day long. Like, my wife doesn't realize. She's like, why are you so tired sometimes? I'm like, because my brain is moving all day long, thinking, grinding, like making subconscious. It's like digging deep inside of the charts. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, come on, man. I put this out earlier today after I hit this. I gave this call here. No, this is crazy. Hold up. This is nuts. First, I gave the first initial pump this thing ever did. The huge one. Pumped all the way up. This one here. Boom. Then we started drawing fibs and we started like, let's watch it. Pumps up here. Right? Then we're saying like, watch these Fibonacci's. It does its thing. Then we drew this. Boom. Then we drew this one. Boom. Right? This flag here for 31%. Then I started drawing this. Another 31%. Right? From the exact area. No stop loss getting hit. And then making this trade. And then people are like, I keep getting stopped out. I'm like, what are you trading? Like, what are you trading? Like, I've been saying Anakin. Again, I want you have to research it. You have to understand what it is. You have to go over it. But, I mean, it's in a beautiful uptrend. Anakin. Unbelievable for more gains. Shout out to anyone that may or may not get into Anakin. And you'll know. And then watch this. Now we'll ride it up again. Eventually, we'll make a huge dump. Right? And we'll wait for it to retrace. And we'll get into the Fibonacci retracement yet again. And it'll be the same scenario all over again, right? For Anakin. Insane. Anakin, man. Right here. Today at 6:15. Watch Anakin. Anakin redrawn. Watch Anakin. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a pretty nice dude. Like, I try to put every single thing that I see that is highly likely. And that's a double bottom. With a 68% chance of a break to the upside. Measured move of the double bottom. You know what I mean? This is like, and I teach this in the course every single week. So, like, this isn't magic. This is real stuff that you can learn, that you can benefit from for the rest of your life. Boom. And look, that was the measured move of the W. That's how you would trade a W. This is simple stuff. W to the upside. You know what I mean? Take some profits, call it a day. Like, it's just bang, bang, bang. Anyway, stop loss to break even. Perfect, beautiful trade. Shout out to anyone that may or may not get into Anakin. And we do this every single week, baby. Every single day. I don't take days off 7 days a week because I know, like tonight, when I scan the market a little bit, or when I wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. and scan the market, I'm just going to see something hot that's going to help. I just love teaching people this and showing people how it works and showing them the results day in and day out. Unbelievable. And yes, we do go live tomorrow. Yes, we do go live. Yo, could we get a banner made for Sin City Crypto team? I'll be on Sin City Crypto tomorrow, 1:30 Pacific time. 1:30 Pacific time. Sin City Crypto, 1:30 Pacific time. Again, 1:30 Pacific time. You could take like what you're doing here with the ATB banner, and you could use a template of that and just slap their logo and my logo and do your, but I'll be on Sin City Crypto tomorrow at 1:30 Pacific time. That's 10:30 West Coast time. Okay. So the West Coast gets to see me for their morning, and the East Coast gets to see me for their morning. So it's almost like I'm in two places at once. It feels like, in a way, when you do West Coast time. Unbelievable for Anakin. And look, you wouldn't have known if you had it in the winner circle. It says it's a lower. You didn't know it was one of the bigger gainers of the day. Anakin, baby. Anakin. That's my sleeper, baby. I've been looking at tone. I've been honing in on tone. As I said before, T-Food. Great project. Ooh, nice little dump to the downside for tone. Nice little boom. Flush it, baby. Flush it. Take a look at Casper. Casper fell out and kind of got thinned out, right? Like, it was in the nice channel. Fell out. Look, bearish retest right now. And look at the 4 hour getting overbought. Looks like it could go to the downside a little bit. See that? Didn't want to do its thing. Like, went sideways. Kind of sad. Like, this was really, it should have broken out of this and got gains. It got tight, but it got sold off for whatever reason. Didn't make it out alive. Let's take a look at Casper again, redrawn. You got resistance here. You got support right here. Kind of right where you're at. You are back at a support zone. Put it in this and think maybe does Casper break back out of this falling wedge to the upside? Kind of that cup and handle. Now, if Bitcoin breaks out, it looks like Casper will too as well, which is interesting, right? And there you have it. It is touching the 200 simple, which sometimes can be a catalyst for a bounce. Many times, actually. 33.7% gains if it comes out. And it would have to bounce to the point of control resistance there. Moving averages are getting somewhat tight. Take a look at it on the daily time frame. Daily says, okay, it could hold the zone. Ugly pattern on the daily, though. Doesn't look amazing. Feels like it's falling to the downside there a little bit. Take a look at the 22 or the 12. They both want to move. 1 hour time frame's coming back down in a bit of a little flag here, too. It doesn't have the best setup. It's not like yes, yes, yes. Like when I look at something that I really, really want. I personally put in a very small amount to see where it would go. To me, it just really hasn't impressed me. So I'm just kind of just like, may not be the one. You know what I mean? Now, if it pumps tonight, it pumps in the 15-minute. Just not, So I guess there could be a 33% gain. It could pump to the upside. Just a few things about it aren't just have me a little sketched out by it, and it's got to get back above this resistance zone here in this high volume node too. So at what is that? At 4381. So that's Casper in a nutshell. Yeah. Super chat SHIB Phantom and BNB. Let's take a look at SHIB. SHIB. Now, see, that's a hot coin because it's hot right now and people are talking about it. You know what I mean? So like you want to position yourselves, and look, this thing went up 34. It's going to follow that move. And we talked about it in this falling wedge, which is up 34%. All right. So look, let's look at SHIB on like the daily 3-day on a big chart. Double click it. So you can see just price action and take a look at what you're seeing. SHIB just kept bleeding. You know, we were hoping retrace, and then SHIB would just continue to bleed, right? So we have a massive resistance area for SHIB at that 2166 area. We have a massive resistance area here. We kind of wicked up to right now. We have a bottom. We seem to have made a higher bottom, and we have made that falling wedge that we broke out of on the 3-day chart. Okay, so SHIB resistance, of course, came back down. Bit of a good buy in there. Let's look at our daily and let's look at our oscillator. So the daily says in the 22-hour that we're going to reset. We could flip. 4 hours suggesting that you're going to make a move here out of this flag. So honestly, that's a beautiful bull flag for SHIB. The 4 hour looks good to me. It's hot right now. See, like, this is different than Casper. You see what I mean? Like, now you can see, like, I get a little more excited. My spidey senses kind of start to speed up a little bit. 1 hour time frames pointing to the upside, right? 15-minute needs to come on down. I wouldn't touch SHIB. I'd put an alert here, wait for the 15-minute to reset and come down to this area. Then I may even jump into night, even though it's volatile, though. SHIB, to me, is the one that could do it tonight. Based on this point of control, based on the flag that it's in, based on the 4 hour time frame, I'd wait for the 15-minute to reset. You could extend these two a little bit more. We could dump back down to this area. Might go right below the point of control. Grab some stop losses, hang out down here, and boom, to the upside. You know what I mean? So I'm watching SHIB closely. It's definitely on the radar. I'm watching this flag on the 4 hour time frame. And because I know what SHIB can do when Doge starts to pump. And who knows who's going to wake up on Monday who has a bunch of money in their account and felt like they didn't get in, is just going to limp in, and they might be big enough to pump the price. They might be some big wigs, some people with some big bags, and they might just want to jump on it. And again, it's high risk. You're towards the end of the run, right? But it is retracing pretty nicely. Let's pull a mini Fibonacci here, which is just a fib from this place to this place. And you can see we are entering a golden pocket, 706 retracement, touching the 21-day moving average with the golden cross happening too as well. No promises, no guarantees. Always use a stop loss. Bitcoin could dump and take this all the way to the downside. But SHIB is definitely on the radar. SHIB is definitely on the radar for me. I don't know about for you. Logically, it makes sense. And then, so the TA and the logical, fundamentals make sense. Like, those two together give me a bit of an idea that SHIB could make a move out of the flag. And I see some bullish confluence as well. And it likes to follow Doge, as we know. SHIBarium was also trending this weekend. So, SHIB on the radar. All right. High risk for sure, but SHIB on the radar. Phantom back up in the mix as a super chat. Phantom. All right. Phantom made a big bounce off of the low at 18 cents. The low at 18. The same low that I saw it at way back when for Phantom. I can't believe Phantom is all the way back to its old stomping ground lows. Look at that. 15 cents. 18 cents. Double bottom for Phantom. Going to follow Bitcoin. They bailed on the project. Even I, who was one of the biggest Phantom lovers ever, slowly kind of bowed on out of Phantom, which is sad, right? I mean, when the people that began it start leaving it, that's kind of weird to me. Doesn't make me feel great. Like, what if I leave my channel and I was like, oh, don't worry, I really love it. Don't worry, guys. You'd be like, he's not a lifer anymore. Why would I be a lifer? Like, it would freak everybody out. So I just, you know what I mean? That has got me caught off guard. The daily's overbought. That's a rising wedge that breaks to the downside, the measured move. I might think we may be coming back down for another double bottom here of sorts, or at least some sideways behavior, and wait for the 21 to kiss Phantom. So I'm not a fan right now of this daily chart. And again, it's going to follow Bitcoin. I get it, but it doesn't have the buzz Bitcoin has. It doesn't have the same movement, and Phantom just isn't what it used to be. Sad to say. Live, you're the man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Me and God, together, we both appreciate you, brother. We love you, man. We do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Is Doge really just getting busy right now? It's trying to pump up. It's been pumping up in the back end, right? After a massive dump, Chasm trying to pump back up again. I mean, don't you love it, though? Don't you love it now? This is like the coin of the night. It looks pretty hot to me. Like SHIB and these could both do some damage. We talked about this moving based on, right? Based on the World Cup. And look at that. CHG making a bit of a move. You know what else follows CHG? Who here knows what coin follows CHG? See if anyone can guess. It doesn't make sense, but it works. And I'm going to show you right now. It's going to bug you out if you're nice enough to know. CHR. And I don't know why, but CHR likes to follow CHG. I think people just like get it wrong, and then after a while, it just no one cares. But because it's Chromia, which doesn't really seem to be this, they're not even close, right? But I've noticed that whenever CHG moves, look, you had this flag here, it moved out. This had the flag here that moved out, right? Now, this is actually in the flag. It might actually come behind it now. See this? This could pump out of this like this. That's a move there. Oversold in the 1 hour time frame. CHR tends to follow CHG. Don't ask me why. I think it's because they both have a CH in front of them. And it's really weird. But I've seen it happen so many times in my life that it does happen. All right? It really does. You can ask anyone. They've seen it. Thoughts on OP? Thank you for the super chat. $2 from Intermediate Handyman. My man. A little extra for autism. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Crypto to the Gray Man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. MLT USDT. I just don't want to be known as the charity, though. We're going to open up. I did give today, we gave a $300 donation. And let's show that to the screen if we can. I asked my team to just blotch out my bank account number there. But super chats went to autism. See right here, $300. And actually, I take a hit on that. So because YouTube takes 30%. I pay money on the income tax because it's actually income, right? And so I get 30% of it, 40% of it, or something like that, right? But don't worry, I gave all of it, so it's all good. I love that. To me, it's God blesses you with everything that you give, you know? You're all awesome. Shout out to you. God bless you. Yeah, I am in Phantom. Entered at 20. Price is now 23. I know what to do. Sell my position and take profit or stay in. It's with leverage, 8x. Hey, man. Yeah, you got to do whatever makes you happy. Maybe it's the one for you. You got on at the low and you believe it's going to do damage. Anything is possible. Shout out to CAG, though. Anyone who jumped in when we first talked about it here, even down here, now up 39%. Said the World Cup's coming. CAG is a known soccer coin. It was that simple, and it was in a giant cup and handle. Like, it was some things we talk about here on this channel are simple. And look, the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder to the upside. I mean, that has legs. So it's almost like you don't. I personally wouldn't feel late. You know, that looks like you can get to this measured move, and there's still like 70% gains coming. Total of 168. So a month from now, we'll post this gain, 3-4 weeks, and people are like, oh, 100, and people are like, oh, and now you're like, oh, he just tracks coins, and we're there. You know, we're there for you. We got you going, baby. We got you going. That's cool. You'll basically match the monies for the donation. I got the 3 beach Forza Italiana Inu. Ona Maria. Prego. BNB, CP, and MLT. Let's take a look at BNB, the best coin in the game. BNB chain native token, baby. And I talked about it breaking to the upside out of this cup and handle with stops below. And that call is now up 16% with no stop loss getting hit. Beautiful move to the upside as predicted. However, the daily is getting a little high. It would have to stay above this point of control and make a sideways behavior move. 50 is coming for that 200. A lot of controversy here, a lot of sideways behavior, but that is up 17% right now. BNB looks like it has to go sideways, though, for a little bit before it can continue to pump. 22 hours, a little spent. All the time frames are getting a little spent. I'd watch a flag here on the 4-hour time frame, and what you'd want to do is see a flag go up or down. Either way, it could be a bullish flag, bull pennant, could be a falling wedge. We're not sure exactly what it does. But something like this looks like it's brewing for BNB. If the dollar continues to dump, BNB will pump. BNB is just all the crypto coins are the nemesis to the dollar, right? So the dollar dumps, the crypto pumps. So the hottest crypto coins do well. XRP will pump, Bitcoin will pump, ETH will pump, every coin will pump. If my dollar prediction there does pump, like the dollar has peaked. Bitcoin weak, but did the dollar peak? Episode 653, right? Trouble in paradise for Bitcoin. You never know. 6.5 may break you, baby. EGLD is pushing the top of the pattern. Hey, Lifer, can you take a look at Quant and Zilliqua? Shout out to Ice Mike 6969 in the game. Appreciate you, Icy Mike. Thank you for jumping on in. Super chats, OP, MLT, USDT. Shout out to Crypto Life Changer. They got you working hard with the keys, baby. Hard with the keys. Shout out to Love Learning. I may have masked, but have you taken Lifer's Trading TA course? Are you in the 99 Trading Group? Lifer may be a great way to get the Lifer's deep dive on how he uses his indicators. We're all around the world. Appreciate what you do for us. Thank you, Sam. No, God bless you and yours. ALGO popping off. Woo, woo, woo. ALGO making a rippage. And I was talking about ALGO because I was at the Celtics game, and it's the biggest promoter. When you're sitting there, they have this, it's around the scoreboard and around the whole place a bunch of times throughout the night. It says Algorand. And I know everyone has no idea what it is. No one even asked what it is. I'm the only guy there. I'm like, do you guys know what that is? And they're like, I'm like, dude, that's 30 cents right now. I'm like, that's going to go to $30, $3 and then possibly, look, 33333. Look at that. The 333 right there. Every time it arrives, no matter where I go. 33333 on CHZ. On CHR. You see it? Is it just me? You all see it, right? It's right there. It's right there. No, it's right. No. Yeah, it's right there. Right there. Amazing. Amazing. I have a free place where you can get tutoring and training. Join my free Discord and for free. See, that's the thing. Everyone is like, do this, pay for this, do that. I give it to you for free first. Look, like I showed you how Anakin played out. Look, ENQ. How did I know? Why did I believe Anakin was highly likely to make a bit of a move? You know, despite the whole market, why was Anakin on my radar? Why did I feel Anakin? Because, like, if you take this away and you go back in time, I look for consolidative patterns, and, like, I could see this as highly likely to make me money. Now, a normal person may just see double tops and all sorts of things, but I began to build. My imagination began to grow, and I could see that this is going to make a bit of a move to the upside. Low stochastics, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, falling wedge on the RSI, close or below 50, falling volume with falling price, tight moving averages excluding the 200, but that's okay. And lo and behold, this would blast to the upside for Anakin. I can teach you this. I can teach you my special sauce. I can give you the lifer vision, and then you can walk on water and dance on the way out of your job and say, peace, boss, I'm gone. I'm on my way to greener pastures. I'm on my way to beautiful starry nights. I'm on my way on out of here, baby. I'm on my way on out of here. So I fired my boss. Now it feels like forever ago. I will never have a boss again. I will never go to a 9-to-5. I'll never have to go pick up a shift somewhere and do something different than what I love to do. I follow my passion, and I live my passion, and I followed my heart, and my heart got me where I am today. And I tell everybody, you cannot go wrong if you live in love and follow your heart. You cannot go wrong. The whole universe will respond to you. Look at all the beautiful people in the live stream that say they love me, they say they support me. We got so much positivity and love every single time we show up on this live that we can't even see haters. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what a hater is. I don't even know what negativity is. I don't see it anymore. I'm surrounded by so much positive energy that I just cannot see negative energy. It's just like, I'm protected. I know it's there. I'm not saying that I just completely oblivious to it. I know it's there, but I choose not to let it into my bubble. I choose not to let it into my space. I choose not to let it affect me fully. All right. I love you all, baby. I love you all. Thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you for all the support you've given me throughout this time. There's days when I look back and it's like, I can't believe how far we've come. I cannot believe how far we've come. May God bless each and every one of your beating hearts, you beautiful, amazing people. Mwah! I love you all. I love you all. All right? Like Italians kiss each other. Huh? Mwah. Mwah. Hey, Gina Bombino over here. Hey. One little pump and all the YouTubers are back. At least you stayed in the bear market, lifer. My man, I never left, baby. I never left, baby. I've been here the whole time, every single day. Never took a day off. Never took a day off. Didn't even take it easy. We actually made gains every single time. Dude, I grew. I started hiring people. My business grew. We never stopped growing. We've been growing ever since. You know what I realized? I realized that we had it, man. We had it like that before I realized that the internet was growing, and as long as you're part of the internet, you're growing. And it doesn't matter what subject matter you're talking about. As long as you show up every day and put in your all, you're growing with that internet. And that's when it hit me. That's when I realized that an internet business was the greatest business you could be in, because it's like the expanding universe. And it's like grabbing a hold of a helicopter as it pulls away. Like, you know what I mean? Brick and mortar's okay here and there, and it does, you know, it's nice to have a restaurant. It's nice to touch and feel. But the way the internet business can grow is just unfathomable. And like look at, we recently put that video out with my wife, and my wife just 10,000 views out of nowhere, right? Who ever would have thought that she would have got views like that? But she did, you know what I mean? Look, 10,000 views, just this quick little video with my wife, you know what I mean? And who knows who would have found our channel because of these little shorts we're starting to do now, and we're starting to kind of realize that, wow, these are funny, these are interesting, starting to pack the shorts in there, starting to add different videos, starting to bring a different feel and touch to the whole thing, you know? It's interesting. And that's been fun for me and her too as well. She's been loving that, I've been loving it, and we've been having a pretty fun joke about it. Yeah, the internet is the universe, baby. Coincidence that DAC max is 002 and minimum is 00002. Interesting. My girlfriend loves touch and feel day. You're so silly, man. Crypto Viper shorts are awesome. Thank you, man. Super chats, OP, MLT, Quant, and ZILL. Let's take a look at OP, Optimism, if I believe correctly here on KuCoin. So look, I put out Optimism in this little flag here down here. Looks like Sammy was onto something. This flag would pump to the upside. Unbelievable. How much with this boom? 46% gains out of OP. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, OP. Yeah, OPP. Not about nature. Not because I hate you. But man, I mean, we were putting Optimism out when it was in this channel here, if you remember correctly. Then it would fall to the, I mean, it was like I was tracking it and tracking it and tracking it. Wow, Optimism, man. Now, will this thing continue is the question. So look, let's go to it on the daily time frame. Broke out of this falling wedge after, you know, forever. Daily's overbought now. I wouldn't touch it till the daily resets. You know, it could make either doing one of these two things. We don't know exactly what it's going to do. One of these two things, and I just wait with an alert here. That's all. Pull a mini Fibonacci even on this and just chill. And I don't rush into nothing. Nice and patient. XDB TAT. Let's take a look at XDB Digital Bits. I bailed on Digital Bits personally. Too much games it was playing for me. But let's take a look. So daily's oversold. We see it in this tight channel. Could it break back to the upside? You never know. It's following Bitcoin though. And if Bitcoin slumps, this will slump. As I said before, Bitcoin doesn't look amazing, right? We can slightly readjust the pattern here. But that makes me kind of even make this angle pretty descending triangle-esque. See that? But, you know, it's still in this falling wedge if we reposition this too. Four hours also getting up there without getting above resistance. Like whenever the 4 hour resets in the Stokes and you don't get above resistance, it's not the best look. All right. We take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is pushing back down too. And you lost this area. So you're looking for a double bottom or something. I'm not a fan of this right now, honestly. Could be even a bigger M. I'm just not a fan of this. Possibly it falls lower. It could even come all the way down to here. Seems like it just lost, you know, people lost some belief in this coin. 3-day chart also a little too high. So like it got really pumped up, came back down. It's a little extended for me at this point. XDB. We love you, Lifer. We love you, man. Lifer, what's up, brother? Shout out to Dill Cosby. God bless you, Dilly. Thank you for coming on in, man. Let's share on Twitter, baby. Anytime, anytime. Shout out to everybody here on Twitter. Who wants to talk on Twitter, baby? Who wants to talk on Twitter? All right. What crypto costume are you wearing? What crypto costume are you wearing? I will be a Bitcoin bull. Yeah, I'm going to be a Bitcoin bull. That's easy, you know what I mean? And that way I can promote Bitcoin throughout the neighborhood on Halloween. You get it? Because I can wear like a Bitcoin hoodie or something and have the logo. And yeah. So what crypto costume are you wearing? I will be a Bitcoin bull. I think that fits for the night. Pretty awesome. Dude, I'm getting these little fluffy things in my nose. Where are they coming from? Every time I run the vacuum cleaner, it pushes up dust. I swear that thing isn't, it's not sealed. It's not airtight, baby. When they tested it in the lab, it wasn't 100% airtight. Someone asked about metal MTL, right? 96 more likes to eat this week. I'm starved. I know, she won't be able to eat if we don't get the likes, everybody. Come on. She eats on a like basis. Let's take a look at MTL, metal. 3-day chart beat to the ground. Kind of rolling over and can't get above previous highs. I mean, this is something I would not touch. So many hotter coins out there, so many other things to look at. Metal, not my cup of tea. Just not my cup of tea at all, hey. High on the daily, not able to get above the previous resistance, eh? I wouldn't touch this till it get above the point of control. Then I would start thinking about maybe trading it to here. So I'd be, it could have divergence. It could be the move. I don't trade bottoms, baby. Just not my move, man. Let's take a look at Quant. See, Quant's something I would trade. It's not at the bottom. It's been pumping up. It got thrown back down. Now, this is something that we've waited for a while. So look, Quant, we traded well, right? In the last uptrend. We waited for the daily to dump. Remember, it was down here. We started trading Quant. If you remember, it was in a beautiful, savvy cup and handy to the upside. Last time, Marv, I saw something like this was 1998, right? 1998. I mean, who was playing? St. Louis Blues versus the Arizona Wild. So look, cup and handle. I don't even think that's a team. Cup and handle, Carolina Wild. There's a cup and handle, though, to the upside. We saw this, and we ended up playing this Quant move to the upside. We took a lot out of Quant. Quant was a beautiful play. Now, we know Quant's hot. We know people like Quant. We know people are accumulating, and we know it's hot. We were getting into Quant at 87, so still 100% gains holding on Quant. So a lot of people didn't sell their Quant off. People hold that project. So people that bought in are still holding. I'm telling you, the Quant's probably getting ready for another big move. What you also see here is a swing up to swing up, and you get a bit of a swing down to swing down. That's going to give you some hidden bullish divergence. That is likely to probably give us some gains. So we're going to watch this closely. But of all, we've been waiting and we've been watching. And Quant is getting ready for a possible move to the upside. So Quant on my radar. And I don't believe it gives little gains. I mean, 89% coming out of Quant. Let's take a look at our bigger support and resistance areas. See if there's a risk-to-reward ratio that makes sense here. It's absolutely beautiful. One of the nicer trades I've ever seen in my life, right? Because you could almost get near that point of control. Interesting. Tighter moving averages. They could get a little tighter. The daily wants to fly for Quant. 4 hours a little high for me. I don't like that. I'm not saying it's the greatest time to enter now. We might actually come back down to the bottom of the pattern at 155. But I'm starting to watch Quant on this daily time frame. And this is something that I'll put out to my trading group. And I'll be like, hey, we're going to start to watch this. I'm not saying it's like entry time. And on a signals group, we don't give you exact signals. Buy this right now. We teach you how to find your own signal. I would never tell you what to buy or sell. It's just not my thing. I'm not into that. I don't believe that's going to give you the special sauce. Look at Anakin, my team, working so hard. And this is what happens. See how Anakin makes it to the wall? And that's how these gains make it there. That's how we find the gains. Like what I'm doing right now. You see Quant a week from now pumping. You're like, that's how we did it. The man shows I've never seen this, what I do on my live stream. Never in my life. Never. You see other people that just like, they talk about it like, I made this call. I don't even care about the calls I made anymore. I make 100 a week, dude. I mean, it seems like that, right? But we make so many. Look at the call I made. I mean, we hit Doge, we hit this, we hit Quant. Like, we'll hit Quant again when Quant pumps again. Like, everyone's going to be like, oh, Quant next week. Everyone's going to Quant. It's going to be trending. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Here, we were talking about it before anyone knew. Like, I mean, same scenario. And again, I don't even care. I'm going to teach you how the technical analysis plays out. We just sit in the TA. And eventually we'll be notorious throughout the world for what we did because we never took a day off. We kept pushing. We kept fighting. We never gave up on you. You never gave up on me. And baby, we did it, baby! Yes! Stay motivated. Stay pushing. And you know what I mean? The world is your oyster. You can do anything you put your mind to. You could do anything you put your mind to. Let me say it again. You could do anything you put your mind to. There's nobody stopping you but you. You're your best friend. You're your own worst enemy. and stay away from negative people that are telling you things that are just false. Fake emotions acting real. Stay away from fear. Live in love, baby. Love is the strongest frequency in the world. You can accomplish anything if you live in love. If you love yourself, you can't be afraid of things. If you love yourself, you believe God made you because God's loving. And that way, if God's behind you, then why are you afraid? So once you believe in love, you begin to deteriorate fear. And fear is the reason for insecurities, depression, drug use, because insecurity and fear are really why people go and use drugs, because they want to get rid of the pain. They want to get rid of the feeling of not being able to do something. They're afraid of getting somewhere. They're afraid of being able to push the limits, right? And so the second we live in love, we eliminate fear. And the second we eliminate fear, we're able to do anything we want. Focus is how people get successful, having extreme focus, right? I'm extremely focused on my channel, day in and day out, 7 days a week, no stopping, right? People could say, oh, you're talking about yourself. I'm talking about the motion. As a pastor said, he's like, I have to talk about myself a lot to teach people about my life because I use my life as an example. And I said, that's pretty good, interesting, right? So quant's on my radar. Daily is oversold. Alert set on the 4-hour time frame. And quant's one of those coins, it's like, it's not a gimme, but when it moves, baby. When it moves, it moves. You know what I mean? Super chats, MLT and ZILL. I did MLT already, right? That was metal. Let's take a look at ZILL. I think we might have missed another one, though, that I was looking at. We could have. MLT, not MTL. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, let's look at Zilliqua. Zilliquam. All right. Very, very overbought on the daily and didn't give you the special sauce. Right? Pushing up on the 3-day and didn't give you the special sauce. So, like, it's like not every coin not every coin's getting that treatment, getting that movement. Does it have the bullish divergence? Slightly, but not enough, really. Not like Bitcoin. So it's hot, yes, but not, I don't know, getting tight. I used to really love this coin, believed in it. I bailed on it. I took my money and ran. I was like, enough is enough. I think there's better out there. Something new is going to come around the way. Metaverse, Web3 related. It does have the sharding. I researched it. I was all over it when it first came out. It never fully performed in the way I thought it could. I mean, what do you mean? It went from 1 penny all the way up to 25 cents. I mean, it did a 25x, right? I mean, it did amazing, but I mean, everything performed in that rally. But that's what happens in these rallies, everything goes up. But it was lackluster. It took a lot longer than other coins. And then there was other times where just like, I don't know. Wasn't my favorite coin to hold. So resistance here at about 5 cents. And yeah, it could go. If Bitcoin moves, it'll go. But I don't like how this 3 days extended. And, maybe it pumps huge tomorrow. 4 hours low. I don't see a beautiful flag. You could try to jam it and, say this is like a flag, I guess. I'm not a fan right now of Zilliqua. I have to be honest. I'm trying to force it right now. And you can see, like, other coins I don't have to force. It doesn't feel like this, To me, you got major resistance at about 3.32. Got to get above that. And even here, about 3.7. Once you get above that, it can really start working. But, I mean, you're at the dumps for Zilliqua. Thank you, lifers, for what you do for autism. Hey, anytime, man. Shout out to you, Toby. God bless you. Thank you for the ARS. Zilliqua. Bitcoin flush coming. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. But, hey, we already showed you exactly what I would be doing for BTC. Or we really need to talk about it again. Yeah, MLT. Media licensing token. Is that what you want on Gate.io? It's in a bit of an ascending triangle, eh? That looks like it could be bullish. I mean, it's oversold in the 4-hour time frame. That looks bullish. Gate.io. I don't have access to Gate.io, so I don't trade Gate. I wish I did right now. This thing looks pretty bullish. Take a look at the 1 hour time frame. Oversold. Take a look at your daily. Oversold. This thing looks great. That's likely to pump to the upside. Just, based on what I'm seeing. Highly likely to make a blast, up 57.59%. Media license token. Thanks for all you do. Wondering what you would do rather, DCA and hold for the next bull run, Sandbox or XLM? I'm not looking for financial advice. Sandbox, 100%. I just think it has so many more avenues. It's like a tree with far more branches. Like, look at Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens is really just a payment network. And maybe it'll get into some NFT stuff, but it'll probably piggyback in XRP. And you know what I mean? Sandbox is its own metaverse already. Like, it's an entire ecosystem. It's got so much more built up around it. Also, there's already been shadiness around XLM, how they burn all their coins to make it more valuable. I just, the whole Zeb's, Jeb, Caleb, all that. I would 100% Sand way better than Stellar Lumens. Again, that's not financial advice. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Take a look at Crow. It's breaking out, but this looks highly likely to make a move to the upside, everyone. If you get yourself to Gate.io, this thing looks hot. I mean, it is what it is. Do your own due diligence and take a look on it. MLT is on MEXC Global as well. Wow, MEXC Global. This thing looks hot on MEXC Global. Let me see here if I traded MEXC Global spot. And shout out to anyone that jumped into MEXC Global. We greatly appreciate you doing that. MEXC Global has a beautiful campaign running with me right now. Only about 17 days left. Let's take a look here. But I greatly appreciate anyone that has supported me and used the MEXC Global link to sign up to MEXC Global. We greatly appreciate you. 16 days left, 14 hours to jump in. And if you do, deposit $500 and spot trade $2,000 or spot trade, future trade $10,000, you will be given a $25 airdrop. Beautiful. Someone will get $1,000 for a future bonus, and 5 lucky people will be given $200 campaign token. Get on in today. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I do. You will help me. I do get an affiliate commission from anyone that trades that link. So greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah. If you learn how to trade and you want to give back to the lifer, this is one of the greatest ways you can do it for a lifetime. Thank you very much. May God bless you. So that is MEXC Global. I love MEXC Global, and thank you so much for MEXC Global for hitting me up and deciding to run with the lifer, man. New coin, new exchange, and I'm excited for their coin too. MEXC Global coin. I pray they do well for a long time. So he said MTL is on MEXC Global. And they do have an MTL 3L, which is interesting. Is that the same token, though? Is that media licensing token? Interesting. Trade spot. So they only have a perpetual MTL and an MTL spot. They don't have MTL spot, but they have perpetual. Is it the same price, 99 cents? No. Different coin. I think that's metal. Oh, the MLT. I'm sorry. MLT. Please forgive me. It's late. I'm getting old. No, but that's... Hold on. That's no excuse. Let me see here. Sorry. I just want to flash personal data on the screen. MLT. There it is. 16. Yeah, they have media licensing token here. On MEXC Global. Check it out. Media licensing token here on MEXC Global. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. MLT. 16 cents. Looks pretty hot right now here on Gate.io. Like it could bang all the way up to about 24 cents. So that's on the radar right now. That's on the radar. Watch Bitcoin though. Bitcoin is sketchy tonight. And again, it is Sunday night into Monday morning. Remember that. CryptoLifer.com. 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 Thank you so much. What crypto costume are you wearing? I will be a Bitcoin bull. Halloween 2022. We got to retweet this stuff. And he got his costume already. He's going to be a successful crypto trader. He's going to be the crypto lifer, man. You're hilarious, bro. Bitcoin carrying a basket of pears. Love that. Ricky Bobby, I'm the scariest. I'm going to be Gary. Oh, my God, that's so scary. If I saw you, I'd freak out and run away. I'll be Lunacoin, my man. Replying to Crypto Lifer. I love this, man. You guys are awesome. Lifer, you remember last year when the whales blasted shorts out of the water? We're due. If that's the whales play, those were the stymy days. But the whale is like the same moves, yeah? I like this, man. You're awesome, man. I wear a Crypto Lifer costume for the future because Lifer is the future. Crypto is the future. Crypto Lifer represents a way to live for gains on the bull. My brother, my family. This is so dope, man. Look at this. This is so cool. Dude puts me in like all these crazy places throughout the world, man. God bless you and yours. Museum of the Future in Dubai. You're invited. Respect, my brother, man. Thank you. Respect to everybody here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. 8,734 followers. On our way to 9,000 people. Look. Trending is that Trump coin trending, continuing to pump. Looks like the whole world wants to get in on this coin. It continues to move. It was 4, now it's 18. And people were talking about it in my trading group. So it made it all the way into my trading group. People talking about this coin no matter what. It's making it through the airwaves, baby. It's making it through the airwaves. So people loving it. People are loving it. There it is. There's one of the fluffy things that was getting in my nose. Right there. There it is. Why? My God, I can barely breathe these little things all around me. Craziness. Goldman Sachs expects the Fed to hike interest rates as much as 5% by March. Interesting. Interesting. Really? The Federal Reserve has been making every effort to contain inflation. The combined efforts as part of the plan to stop inflation lessen the likelihood of a future recession. Last month, the FOMC meeting also increased the interest rate by 75 basis points. Just in, Goldman Sachs expects the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates as high as 5% by March 2023. The report states the current estimate is 25 basis points higher than the earlier predictions. Goldman Sachs believes the rates could soar if there is no change. I honestly think Goldman Sachs has also been off many times, and that could be clickbait. Also, this guy here, Watcher Guru, I'm very wary of their news. Their news tends to be a little sketch. I don't know about all y'all, but I found that out to be true. You know what I mean? Now, again, Goldman Sachs isn't like 100% off. I mean, I get they're a financial institution, but I take everything with a grain of salt, one step at a time. I'm looking at the charts. They show me the news, and I see that dollar index has been just really pointed pretty high. But we could go lower to 10K, and the dollar could bump more, and they could raise those interest rates, and anything could happen. We must be always know that anything is possible. How Chainport is making DeFi cross-chain bridges safer. Hacks in the decentralized finance space become so rampant, they're expected at this point. I know, it's kind of horrible, right? I believe in that. Erg Ben's Kits, after graduating to BN Economics, I worked for 10 years in the financial sector as an analyst, a Nostro manager, and a trader. Later, I transferred on the digital advertising and founded a marketing agency. After falling deep into the crypto rabbit hole, I founded a 2Key, a project that later became Decentralab. Interesting. He's an innovative DeFi token. Horde includes Viking DAO, Champion. Horde is pretty hot. Horde, I like Horde a lot. Chainport was born out of necessary interoperability. It's needed to connect different blockchains and facilitate communication and transfer value between them. While interoperability and bridges are needed, it became evident that security is the Achilles heel for most bridges. So Bitcoin is Chainport is a cross-chain bridge. Can you tell me more about it? So Chainport, we're going to look at about now. The point is we want to know what Chainport is. We don't want to spend too much time on it. We just want to know what's going on with Chainport, and we do. We got DeFi bridges, right? And last but not least, tech talent migrates to Web3 as large companies face layoffs. As inflation continues to grow, coupled with looming recession, many tech firms are having to cut portions of their staff. To put this in perspective, data from layoffs, FYI, found that 700 tech startups have experienced layoffs this year, impacting 93,000 employees globally. That's why you got to start your own company so nobody can lay you off. You'll make it some way, somehow. You'll find a way. And in the tough times, you'll buckle down. That's why you save money in the other times. You make good investments in the good times, right? You take advantage of the market when the market's hot. Like when Doge is pumping, take advantage of that Doge pump, right? That way when the markets are tough, you put something away. You use Doge to stash something away, all right? You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying I use Doge to stash something away. Use the good times to get you through the tough times. There's always opportunity out there. You got to find them. You got to make it happen, baby. You got to make it happen. All right? No, but you can't wait on anybody to do it for you. Open Ocean pumping to the upside. Interesting. Haven't seen that coin in a bit of a while. 20,500 still continuing to hold. However, the heat map is liquidating longs here. 30,000, 19K. You can see that. We're still diving deep down to 20,400. As you can see, we are suggesting to go lower, but there's just not a lot of liquidity. I believe we wake up tomorrow more sideways than anything else. Looks like the market is more sideways than anything else, which is pretty good for alts. Altcoins do not mind when Bitcoin goes sideways. Creates a little bit of space for the altcoins. Does Dogechain want to party? I mean, look at that. Looks like it may want to party. Look at that. Starting to make a bit of a move. A 4-hour suggests that Dogechain wants to party, and it wants to party big time. If it gets above this resistance, this thing is gone. Dogechain, baby. And Doge has been pumping recently on that 4-hour time frame. If you look at Doge here, you get rid of everything, and we try to find some type of pattern here that makes sense. We could kind of do this. We could say, okay, went in and out of this wedge, and it's retesting and could actually break up to the upside now. This support zone. You see that? Anything is possible. It's a little wacky. Most people would do this, and I get it. And that's kind of what you're seeing too. Either way. And there's ALGO pumping to the upside, hard body. And look, we talked about ALGO. We called this double bottom for ALGO here, and you're like, no, you didn't. We did, though. Look at this cup and handle, because I'm a Sammy cup and handy guy. Look at my cup and handy for algorithm. People kept asking me about it. I kept saying, hey, ALGO's going to follow XRP eventually. I don't know what took so long. It was only a matter of time. ALGO making a beautiful move to the upside. Algorand. One of my favorite long-term projects to hold to is ALGO. So I got ALGO on the map. I hold ALGO down for a long time. I still hold ALGO. I love ALGO. So I believe ALGO could do $3 a coin. And I was just talking about how you could see it at the Celtics game. And it's going to be big too. You're going to see it during the NBA Finals. ALGO. So it has a big place in the market. People see it. People know about it. Algorand is definitely on the radar. Definitely something that you want to know. Definitely something you want to stay privy to. ALGO, baby. ALGO. All right. So my whole team, I can see a lot of people were out all over ALGO too as well. And we were talking about ALGO 10.4, 10.19. We were just watching this sideways price action for a while. MNet, someone was sweating MNet earlier. Look, CHZ just continues to move. That thing looks good in the 12-hour. Look likely to go sideways now and then cool off, though. So remember, there's always a cool-off sign. You never want to be chasing. You never want to be chasing. Dollar index getting a bit of a pump here to the upside. It just got above resistance. Not a good sign. And the 1-hour time frame starting to take off above 110.92. Like I talked about, I don't want to see that. What we want to see this now is not get above this resistance. So it broke the first resistance. Dollar index starting to pump a little bit. But it's just the 1 hour. Hopefully the 1 hour comes on up, begins to roll over, and it's sayonara back to the downside. We actually bring this a little closer. Let's look for a bearish retest here. If I bring this in tight, yeah. I want to see this bearishly retest this trend line. So what I'm looking for on the dollar index as we see this pump, which is making Bitcoin struggle. Okay. That's why Bitcoin's going to struggle right now a little bit because of this pump on the dollar. That's why you watch the dollar, and that's why I don't get into trades, altcoins, until I see what the dollar's doing, because it's going to directly affect your short or long trade. I want to see this do a bearish retest and break to the downside. I want to see this 4 hour continue to dump. I do not want to see this make a move back to the upside. I want to see a double top here. Don't want to see a 111.12 or $112. It's not going to be a good look. Let's get this dump going, baby. Let's get it going. So that's freaking me out a little bit. The dollar index getting a little too pumpy here late night on a Sunday night. All right. I don't leverage trade. DXY broke resistance. I know, it's not good. ONSTON still looking good. Let's take a look at ONSTON from Nick Giacaruso. And remember, tonight is a good night to lay low. I say that many times. Again, I can't tell anyone what to do, but tonight's a good night to lay low in my humble opinion. I mean, ONSTON's still very, very tight. Yeah, it hasn't changed. 4 hour looks very nice to me. Nothing different about ONSTON. Last time we traded, it went sideways, 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 and we eventually hit it, so it's 1 for 1 so far. Can we go 2 for 2 for ONSTON? We would. Take a look at your bigger time frame, like your daily. You're very good. Your 22 hours. It's one of the few coins that's oversold on almost every single time frame. 1 hour is not perfect yet, but the 4 hour is definitely something to watch. Keep on the radar. ONSTON still on the radar for sure, and it could just dump right out of here to the downside. Like Bitcoin could dump. Watch on just boom, right? Just remember, anything is possible. Always be careful. We are in a bear market. It is still a tough time to trade, all right? It's not easy. That's why I try to trade the bigger, most probable chips. Like Quant to me is the most likely coin to make money this week. Again, by probability-wise, by fundamental-wise, by the fact that what's going on with XRP case, by the fact that Quant is holding its own. You can see the buy pressure from all the people getting in. Not a lot of sell-off from the big pump that it had, that it's 166. So, like, you put 2 and 2 together, me being a trader for 15 years and all the things I know, and I'm looking at Quant, I'm like, Quant looks like the most likely, and again, there's a coin that's going to pump bigger than Quant. There's going to be other bigger moves, right? But right now, like for me, if I was going to put a big amount of money and try to swing trade, Quant would be the safest coin to trade. Again, anything is possible, and I could be 100% wrong, right? I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but based on the probabilities and what I see, I like what I'm seeing for Quant. And the 4-hour and the daily are oversold for this, which is amazing, right? ONSTON. Shout out to Nick Giacaruso for putting ONSTON on the radar. My man, on point. Don't forget to extra live show tomorrow for the monthly candle close, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Smash the like for the hardest working man in crypto. You will see me 3 times tomorrow. The daily live stream. I'll be on Sin City Crypto. And then I'll be on my live stream again tomorrow night at about, it might be 8:30 because I'm taking the kids out. You know what I mean? I might limp in at 8:30, but I'll be here for the monthly candle close. All right. Doge down 8% in 25 minutes. I told you, crew, to short it. Lifer, you should leave me on your coaching team. Oh, come on, man. Why are you doing weird stuff like that? Because you made one call, you want to be on a coaching team, man? Get a life, man. I've been doing this for 15 years. Sorry, I don't mean to say get a life, but like, come on. I told them to short. They nailed it. I made one call tonight, and I'm the best thing from sliced bread. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks, man. What do you want? Do you want me to call you a stud, a cookie? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't get it. Right? Like, I mean, look at the short. The short is dumping. What do you mean? Hold on. I told you to short Doge. It's up huge. Come on, man. This is the 3S token. I mean, it actually was up pretty big last night. I'll give that to you. 24%. Ain't bad. I also said a short Bitcoin, and all these coins follow Bitcoin, so it's like kind of obvious, right? I don't know. This is one of my favorite live stream crypto channels. Just as a commentator, it's pretty good. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. I have 28 minutes left of listening to Trading in the Zone. Great book. That's unbelievable. Did he do the weekly candle closing? The hardest working man in crypto. Shout out to Sneaky Pete, man, in the game. Sneaky Pete coming on through. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm limping out for the night. I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Nothing has changed with my Bitcoin update. Watch, we got to hold this flag to the upside. I do see a shoulder ahead and a possible, complex head and shoulder dumping. The 4-hour doesn't look good. I did suggest to open a short, stop loss above 21,100, 21,000 area. And, if we fall, we fall. Otherwise, we might, and I believe the probability is sideways. I believe we wake up tomorrow somewhere over here, completely sideways. We may do a one violent move up, one violent move down, and we're back in here. Something crazy is going to happen. It's Sunday night into Monday morning. We know that. And that's why I'm always weary of the market. So I'll watch Bitcoin in this flag. I'll be back to update you in the flag tomorrow morning, keeping us going like we do every single day. Shout out to everybody here. We'll start our week ready to go. I'll be suited up, ready to rock with the suit. I'll have the vest and the tie. You know how we do Monday mornings, baby. Ready to go. If you want to jump into class, good thing, jump into class. We like to cap it around 20 people, so jump in. It fills up fast. Class fills up fast, baby. We had a lot of people this Saturday. If you can't make it on the weekday, we have the last Saturday of every month, but this Tuesday from 3 to 5, jump into class. You'll know what's going on. This stream will make so much more sense to you, and you'll get so much more free information. That $60 if you're in the trading group or $99 if you're not for this course, it'll make this whole live stream pop out. It'll be like wearing 3D glasses for the live stream. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I can't wait to see you on the next live stream tomorrow morning. I'm ready to go. I love you. Love is the strongest frequency. You can, you will, you are the best. You're going to change your life. I did, you will, and I'll see you at the top.